Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of Chico's vibe, the thrill of musical achievement, and the agony of brown-eyed girl. The human drama of wedding gigs, late-night bar gigs, and even sports-related gigs, culminating in this. This is the Ed Mount Sports Spectacular Edition, Episode 19 of the Chico's Vibecast. Hey! This Ed Mount Sports Spectacular is brought to you by proud sponsor Stretch Funeral Homes. If you're like Ed and you'd rather be dead than talk sports, Stretch has you covered. I'm your host, Sean Parkinson, here with producer Matt Kelly. Matt, we're going to need help to guide us through what could become the podcast equivalent of the Fog Bowl. And luckily, we have just the guys to pull us through. Joining.
I don't know what that means.
Joining us in the broadcast booth are three iconic voices of Delco, the John Facenda, the Jim McKay, and Whoa Nelly, the Keith Jackson of Chico's Vibe.
Whoa Nelly!
Dennis Chiquino, John Gebhardt, and Ed Mount. Woo!
Have a good night tonight and a good day tomorrow.
Is that your John Facenda?
I mean, that was his last closing line, right? Every gig.
Wait, who was the one that say, live, we're here at the frozen tundra?
Well, that was him, too. He did that.
Was that Facenda?
He did the frozen tundra stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the
So
frozen
you sound a little
tundra.
bit like Brent Musburger there.
Yeah.
We are live.
We are live.
Frozen tundra of Lambo.
Yeah.
I remember Cosell, actually. Last night, I had dinner with John Lennon. Like something that had nothing to do with sports.
I was going to go with Cosell, Frank Gifford, and Dandy Don Meredith, but I don't know if you like Dandy Don. I mean,
Party's over.
We're going to boldly go where no Vibecast has gone before and dedicate the majority of this episode to Ed Mount's sports knowledge.
It's going to be a short show.
Our
ladies and
last
gentlemen.
episode was almost 2 hours long, so we needed a topic that could not possibly approach that. So here's what we have on the agenda. We have another edition of our newly popular segment, Dennis Chiquino's Songs I Want to Talk About, and I don't care if Gabby and Ed want to or not. And this month featuring his definitive all-time top 10 college fight songs.
Yes.
And I'm now realizing we lost that battle with time. It's gonna be...
I got a lot of notes.
Uh-oh.
And then Ed's dad
Yes.
joins us in the studio.
Yeah.
You were a football referee, right?
That's right.
So you sort of here to tell us where it all went awry, where it all went wrong.
It went wrong when I was injured.
It went wrong with, no, I mean, what went wrong with Ed? No.
Sports-wise.
Yes. How come you didn't pass on that sports?
Well, he came home one time and he said, "Dad, you'd be proud of me," because he went to see a football game with his wife. And she told him what the first down was. A line to gain. I finally know what the line to gain means to get a first down.
And I said, and I also learned move the chains, and I saw a tear come out of his eye.
That's a good segue because we got to stay a little bit nimble tonight because we have a special segment. It's the Ed Mount Sports Challenge Quiz. And Phillies game permitting, it'll be hosted by friend of the Vibe, Philly broadcasting legend Michael Barkann. But there's two segments to the quiz. If what I sent to Michael actually works, which we'll
He's like, Parky, I'm getting this Pong. All I see is Pong, I see Pac-Man. I don't know. Is this working?
But so there's two segments to the quiz. There's quiz for Chico and Gabby, which will test the extent what they know about Ed's purported sports knowledge. Ed has sent me a list of people that he recognizes as sports names, and we've confirmed that list, they are sports names. So that was the first step. But we're going to get...
Like if I say Darth Vader, Chico knows what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But if I say Chiaro Mundi, He doesn't know what
No,
I'm
no.
talking
Soccer
about.
player from
No.
Sudan.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Actually, he was on the Jedi Council back in the prequels. So no, you're wrong.
Going off the rails already.
But then quiz number 2. That's only like 6 or 7 questions. I didn't go with the full 20 that you sent me, Ed. I just let that.
No,
back.
that's great. Yeah,
And then the second quiz, Ed and Matt, if you want to be part of this, Ed and producer Matt, producer extraordinaire Matt. I didn't give you my usual plug. I forgot. We'll face off on a Philly sports trivia and a little football terminology quiz. So the terminology is in tribute to you, Mr. Matt.
Okay.
And since you were ref, and then.
NCAA ref.
Yeah.
Let's bring your dad to work day. So I brought him.
And then finally, we'll talk about this month's song from the set list, which, believe it or not, has a Philly sports connection.
Really?
Which we'll talk about. Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake. And you guys, I don't know, you may know the connection right off the top of the bat.
Did I okay that song as our song?
Well, we picked it at the end of the. Oh, you weren't drinking last game.
After I
last podcast, so so it's good we picked it at the end. Maybe you just didn't know, but yes, you did. You did, and maybe just to give something that may give a hint as to where the sports conversation might go. Ed and Matt, what movie was that song from?
Don't
See, look how quickly it does not bode well for the sports knowledge.
Matt's younger brain. Matt does have a younger brain.
But it depends. We can go. I'd have another sponsor, or we can try to bring in Barkann. If you think.
You start the sponsor and I'll.
Okay. Well, the Edmount Sports Spectacular is also brought to you by the Charitable Foundation for the Sports Knowledge Impaired. Under the Foundation's signature 12-week program, a team of experts, catchers, and sequesters the Star Wars, Star Trek, or Marvel nerd in your life, deprives them cold turkey of all forms of sci-fi for a full 12 weeks and guides them through a Clockwork Orange-style sports immersion experience at an undisclosed location in Cherry Hill. We'll be accepting donations throughout the month to be able to send the loser of the Edmount Producer Matt Geek Face-Off to the Charitable Foundation for Sports Knowledge Impaired program. So thank you, everyone, for your donations in advance.
I'm really rooting for you, Ed.
Just send a blank check to Edmount Post Box.
Oh, boy. Barkann's coming in there. Whoa. Yeah. It's going to be like another John McKeever.
Ed, I'm printing your T-shirt. I'm operating the press right now. Crikey, me arm.
Well,
Your call has been automated voice messaging.
I would like to thank Michael Barkann for
joining us tonight. Well, if the Phils are losing 3-0 already in the second inning, so I don't know if that has maybe a bearing on.
where they go. Yeah.
You think he trashes the booth when they're
I
not doing
think that's
well?
what happened.
Okay. Yeah, and if we can't get Michael, I can do the quiz.
Should we go to the other segment in the meantime?
Yeah, but while we're waiting, let's start the Dennis Chiquino segment. Dennis's songs I want to talk about, and I don't care whether Gaby and Ed want to or not.
That's
We got lots of feedback on that.
Are these
from last
the college fight songs?
Well,
Yes.
I think I'll probably get some feedback.
This is the definitive top 10
Yeah.
college fight songs.
Definitive.
Yes.
Okay.
And I hope we'll create
But first, we have
Michael
the
Barkann.
ultimate fight song.
Wait, where did you
Scratch it.
where did you find that?
The internet is a glorious
Oh
thing.
my God, that's on the internet. Holy crap!
Of course it is. It's big time. It's popular. Kidding me again? I hope I create so much controversy with this list, and I purposely did one thing to create that controversy. Anyway,
I know what that was, but we're gonna let you go through your notes.
Anyway, number one, as always,
Well,
we
wait.
did.
Wait, aren't you going to go from
we should
10
go
to
from
1?
10 to 1, yeah.
All right, well, we can go from 10 to 1.
Hey, why don't we go from 10 to 1? Might be better.
That would be so much better if Miss USA was done that way. They do the winner first, and all the girls would be pissed.
Yes.
You know? Well, second runner up, she'd be like, I'm out of here.
That actually be kind of awesome.
Yeah. You just say, this is bullshit. And she just leaves.
And then number 11, I get nothing.
And Steve Harvey's like, they told me to say one first. They told me to say one
spot,
first.
ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, 10th spot. Sorry.
All right, in the 10th spot, ladies and gents, the aforementioned song that you just heard is the Bonner Fight song,
so well timed,
which is
Matt.
it's not a college song, but
Right.
it's right up there as far as one of the greatest fight songs. Now, you guys use that in basketball, football,
For everything.
everywhere we go. If there's a Bonner fan, if there's a Bonner grad in the crowd,
Yes.
we're playing the Bonner song for him. So we got a lot of mileage out of that Bonner song over the years.
I think we did.
So you're typecast, the Bonner people.
Yes. And you know what? The longer we go, the longer we do it, I'm hoping my voice catches up to the key that we do it in. It's always a little low for me.
I always like the way you look at me when it gets to that one line that I think I sing wrong every time. Fight,
No, I think probably because I sang it wrong for many years.
okay.
We'll fight,
Loyal to
our school. That's
Yeah,
it.
right.
Loyal to our school because I sang it wrong for many
All
years.
right. So that's number 10.
All right, wait, real quick. Who
Yeah.
wrote the fight song?
Don't know.
Oh, I didn't know if it was maybe like one of the priests.
I think it was one of the Augustinian
Yeah,
priests.
Augustinian
No,
priests.
it's Mel Torme.
It was Mel Torme.
Mel Torme.
Yes.
I thought it was
But he
The
wrote it
Velvet
like
Fog.
that-
yeah,
and the
he did
Christmas
it more
song.
like Bonner High, where Lord
I heard it might have been Mel Brooks.
Bonner High.
It was originally Monterey. I love you.
Yeah, Monterey.
Monterey.
Can we get these guys out of my segment?
All right, go ahead. Number 9.
Number 9 is the Ohio State Buckeyes fight
That's a
song.
good
and the
one.
name of that song is Fight the Team Across the Field.
Across the
Wow, that's a
field.
great name.
Yeah,
And I
across the
really
field.
like that Ohio State fight song because the very end, like the last 8 bars, is Alabama Jubilee. What's the end of the song?
So that goes ba, 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 da, 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 da. That's across
There
the
you go.
field.
It's a good one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, where
Oh, that's
are
a
we?
great one, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they play that one when they do? You ever see the marching band do Script, Ohio?
Yes.
Where is that the song?
That
they
could
play
be
while
what
they're
they
doing it?
play,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
pretty cool. Sorry,
All right.
sorry, Dennis.
In the number 8
the look I
spot.
just got.
In the number 8 spot, ladies and gentlemen, the University of Minnesota. The song is called Rouser.
Rouser. Yeah.
It's Debbie knows his shit. The Golden Gophers committed number 8, and their song I think is ba 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 ba. But how's it go?
It goes, it's dun, 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 dun,
Oh, that's not a good one.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
We should have had you bring your keyboard.
Minnesota Rouser.
Rouser and
He was in Sha-Na-Na, Rouser.
Look at your dad. He's not. Oh, that's Ed.
It's tough for me to count backwards. What are you on?
So
7?
we're on number 7.
You know, I had to do that once down in Wildwood or Cape May.
Wait, what?
That's
Cape
where we were
May
count-
coming
You
out
had
of
to
the,
count backwards once?
coming out of the gig.
It was
at
New Year's
Cabanas.
Eve. We're counting down.
No,
come out of the gate
I can't do it.
That was great. When you were at Houston and you were doing the rocket, you were like 5, 7, 8, 9, ignition.
No, wait, we were in Cape May.
And then he says, "Let's go."
We're in it might have been the night that Kevin McKinney got tossed out of the bar
Oh,
like in a
geez.
John Wayne movie.
By
It
his
might have been
head.
that night. But I didn't have a thing to drink. I remember not a thing to drink. Pulled, I'm heading up. What's that road we're on? Cape May Boulevard? I don't even know. The first street where Cabanas is,
Right.
right next to the beach.
Beach Road, I think it's
Cop pulls me over immediately. I'm not even 2 blocks away. And, I pull over. I'm like, yeah. What was it? You went over the yellow line twice, and have you been drinking? I said, not a thing. You been doing anything else? I said, listen, no. I just did a gig. I'm leaving the gig. Maybe I'm a little tired. He goes, all right, well, I need you to count backwards. From 97 to 80.
You're like, I got fired at NASA because
I'm like,
of this.
oh, gee, 97. And that was tough enough. Then he said, okay, now give me the alphabet from G to P. And I'm like, I had to think like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. And then he let me go. He goes, well, just watch,
Excellent.
And then he said, yeah, all right, take this banjo, juggle these oranges, hop on one foot. You should have went, I don't know, 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9.
And he said, how many strings on a 12-string guitar? I got that one right.
All right, go ahead.
All right, in the 7th spot, another song we get lots of mileage out of. We've been playing
we're
it
on
for a
6.
long time.
We're on 7.
we're on
Yeah.
7. I thought
Oh, you have the same affliction, my
Okay.
friend.
Jeez.
The two of them have it. It's contagious.
All right, go ahead.
V for Villanova, ladies and
yes,
gentlemen,
that's
a
a good
local
one.
favorite. And just
That's
a great
very
song.
Good. It is a great song.
It's a great song. It's a great college fight song.
And when we do that alumni weekend and play that song, that tent erupts.
Erupts.
Who gets a bigger applause, Father Peter or the fight song?
Oh, that's tough. In the number 6 spot, ladies and gentlemen, is the USC Trojans fight
that's another
song.
great one.
It's called Fight On. And, you guys out there, you probably know it. It's ba 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 ba, which used to be
It's got this counter
my
melody.
most hate. Yeah, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. I love that song. Now, I used to hate it.
Oh, me too.
Because Southern Cal used to trash Notre Dame every year.
Yeah.
And it started in 1964. I'm going to go back a little bit. But Ara Parsegian's first year's Notre Dame coach, he took over for Joe Kuharich.
Oh, man, he was an Eagles coach, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he had a losing record at Notre Dame. I don't know why the Eagles ever hired him, because he sucked every single year. But anyway, Ara takes over. He goes 9-0, right? 9-0. They play Southern Cal. 2 minutes left. Southern Cal completes a pass across the middle. The guy takes it in for a TD. I hear the song for the first time in my life. I'm like 8, 9 years old. Hated it. Then there was OJ, right? OJ Simpson.
Right.
Touchdowns all over the place. And the biggie was Anthony Davis. Do you remember?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Like 6 TDs in the second
remember
half.
watching
Notre
that.
Dame was winning at halftime. And that song was just played constantly.
Because every touchdown.
And you see the guy in the white horse, the Trojan riding. I just, I wanted to kill everybody.
OJ was in the Naked Gun.
That's true. I got that. How about that?
Was he on your list, Ed? I
He
didn't
was.
see
He
him
was
on-
one. No.
Little story about OJ.
Oh, boy.
No, not controversial at all. Not a controversial topic.
Pre-controversy.
The glove didn't fit.
When he was a senior, I guess that was like 1968, maybe. And he got drafted
Yeah.
by the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Well, the Eagles and the Bills went into that last week of the season tie, and the Eagles had to go and win their
the
last
They
game.
could have got OJ, yeah.
And blow themselves out of the OJ Bowl. But we get this guy, Leroy Keys,
Oh, yeah.
from Purdue.
Was he defensive?
Yeah.
He was a running back.
Wait, Leroy Keys?
Leroy Keys was a running back at Purdue who was another guy that just ran all over Notre Dame.
Who am I thinking of?
First team All-American. Like, we get him and like, oh, well, we got Leroy Keys. He's great. Joe Kuharich, in his infinite wisdom, converted Leroy Keys to a D-back.
That's what happened.
A
Okay.
D-back.
Oh my
Converted
God.
him into a defensive back, because
Ed, we lost Ed for the podcast.
If anybody called me a D-bag, I'd be pissed. You said D-bag.
D-back.
Oh, D-back.
Back.
Oh, sorry.
Joe Kuharich was.
Misunderstood.
But I mean, I guess he didn't need him in the backfield because we had that vaunted backfield of Tom Watershick and Izzy Lang. Those guys back then.
All right, now we just lost half the podcast.
Oh, I don't care. I'm a college. Me and Joe and it's a college.
No, my dad's the 1940 demographic, and he's reaching.
All right, what are we moving on to?
The Izzy Lang fan
Wait a
club
minute.
just
Hold
went-
on.
They were customers of mine.
Is that?
Joe Kuharik and Izzy Lang.
They were customers
They were
of his
cus-
gas
Get
station.
the heck out
I
of
swear,
here!
yeah.
You could say hell. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Izzy Lang.
Izzy Lang. He sold chicken. He had chicken trucks. I used to take care of his trucks.
See that? If Leroy became the running back, he would have never known who Izzy Lang was. It stopped in the station. Wow, that's so cool.
That's very cool.
Uh-huh.
Excellent.
That really is, man. Wow. Gab, what are we up
You're
to?
on the
Number
number 5,
6.
right? No, 6 was
Six.
5.
It's 5.
7 was Villanova, right? 6 was USC.
Oh, USC. Okay.
Number
I don't
5,
know.
ladies and gentlemen, the number
Same
5
affliction.
spot.
Doesn't matter.
The University of Oklahoma, the Sooners.
how's that go?
The name of their song is Boomer
Boomer
Sooners, and I think it probably has the greatest lyrics of any college fight song I've ever heard. Now, I'll sing it for you.
Oh, please.
Boomer Sooners, Boomer Sooners, Boomer Sooners, Boomer Sooners, Oklahoma, 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 Oklahoma. There it is.
It's
Beautiful.
got that memorized. Woo!
It's like, yeah, it's tough to memorize those words. All right, that was Boomer Sooners at what,
I never
number
knew that.
5?
Number 5.
We're into the top, the top bunch now.
Here we go.
Now.
You're going to do like Rick Beato.
Four.
Rick Beato sort of. If you ever watch Rick Beato do a countdown, he does like these. Any one of these could have been number 1. Is that it for you, or is there? This is definitive.
I think the top 2, either they could be interchangeable,
Okay,
but
number 4.
we didn't get there yet.
Number 4.
I love this song, and only old guys will know it. Nobody out there, unless you're over 65, will probably know this song. Gabby might know it, and it's called On Army. It's the fight song of West Point.
Huh.
And it goes like this. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
On brave old army team, on to the fray, fight on to victory, for that's the fearless army way. There you go.
I think my dad used to sing that.
Gabby and I played there twice.
Yes.
At West
Played
Point.
at West
Ed
Point.
played once.
We played on the boat
Yeah, we
Played
played on
on
a
the boat
riverboat.
with Father Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He was
Wait,
He
what?
was with
That
us.
doesn't
Father
make any
Peter
sense.
was
He
on
was-
the boat.
What the hell is he doing?
He
at
was
West Point?
marrying them. So the next day.
Oh.
So they had a
It
party
was
beforehand.
Father Peter, the professor, and Marianne.
Here at West Point.
Oh, man.
I think that's what Father Peter started to hate me because
You said the next song was gonna, and he's shaking his head.
He's going,
Father
"No."
Peter's like,
You know-
no.
and everybody on the boat, Father Peter, Father Peter. So he came up and sang. Okay, so that's Army, the Black Knights of the
Ooh,
Hudson.
that was number 4.
Yeah.
That was number 4.
Hopefully we don't want
Is the St. John Newman one on there? Do you know what it is?
I don't know what it is.
It's on Wisconsin.
It was
Okay.
104.
Wisconsin.
So many-
Wisconsin.
Zip it.
What is he talking about back there? What are we up to?
I don't talk for
This
free.
is number 3.
Number 3.
Three. By the way,
I missed one in here somewhere. Wait a minute.
Number 3 is 2 plus
You know what? I missed the song that should be after Villanova. Which was Villanova? 6?
I don't even know.
Villanova was 7.
7.
USC was 6.
USC was 6. Right?
I missed
This is
number 8.
We did number 8.
Yeah, but I don't know. I
Just let
missed
'em go.
something in
All
here.
right, just
Sometimes
go ahead.
How many do you
it's
have
not
left?
lining up.
Sometimes you got to carry the one.
Just
Yes.
just name it.
It's never good in the decimals.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, the Eyes of Texas. I forgot about the Texas Longhorns.
Yeah.
All right, John, you sing it.
The eyes of Texas are a
That's Railroad, dude.
The Eyes of Texas are. It was actually the Eyes of
Someone's
Texas.
in the kitchen with
before-
Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know.
Yeah, but those guys stole it from the Lone Star State.
Can I do
Anyway.
it just to get it out of my
That's a
system?
good one.
All right,
Fee
so-
fi fideo, fee fi fideo,
Here we go.
Strumming on the old banjo.
Like, what are you doing?
I had to
thought
get
you
it
were
out of
singing
my-
something in Latin for a
Well,
second.
it's like when you do shave and a haircut, 2 bits. I
Oh,
can't.
it has to
you
come
have
out.
to fin. You can't just go
Yeah.
shave and a haircut.
That's that great scene from Roger Rabbit.
2 bits.
Yeah.
He's trying to get the rabbit to come out on the wall.
And in the
Keeps
song
knocking
"The
those-
Eyes of Texas," there's no banjo, there's no nothing. It's they're talking about Texas. Anyway, number 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait,
Two.
Are we on 2?
Yeah,
We're on
because
two.
I missed that.
Oh, gotcha.
Eyes of
Okay.
Texas. So Army was number 3.
Your
right.
dad's here.
All right. So number 2 song in my definitive list is "On Wisconsin."
It's such a great song.
Yay!
It is such a great song, and Ed said it was John Newman.
John Newman,
Yep.
you would be
Yeah.
loved. You would be accepted by the Norbertines.
Yeah,
They would
well-
take you in.
It's also Hail St. Dennis.
Because
Yeah.
we had Father Frida of Frida or Frigo. Frigo cheese.
Frigo cheese,
yeah,
yeah.
from
No
Wisconsin.
kidding.
Yeah.
Because most of the
Detroit.
Norbertines were.
Norbertines.
Yeah.
They were from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I have to
you
throw
know,
my brother and sister went to Sharon Hill High School, and that was their
Fight song.
Fight 'em Hillers,
yeah,
fight 'em
it's
Hillers.
such a great song, and you can apply it to. Me and
Yeah.
Gabby do it all the time.
Yeah.
We'll say like,
Like
oh, yeah,
some
we're-
song we don't know.
You're like Sandy,
Exactly.
kick her out of this dumb bar.
We're like, oh yeah, we're from Mary and Mercy. Oh, we know the Mary and Mercy fight song. Mary and Mercy, Mary and Mercy, and then look at us like we know something that they don't. We've been doing that
Works
for
every
years.
time.
But it's a great song, you know, and
it is.
it's a great song. And now, ladies and gentlemen, can we have a drum roll? Here you go. Ed. The number 1 college fight song in the land, it has been since 1907, is the Notre Dame Victory March.
Yeah, I think that has to be number 1.
Bar none.
Yeah.
Bar none.
Wait a minute.
Including the verse. Now I'll talk
Wait
about
a
that.
minute.
I'll talk about that. Relax.
I don't know.
The lyric, we sober up on pure
Are you
alcohol.
going to tell me something beats Notre Dame?
Michigan.
I don't even have them in my honorable mention.
Yeah, that was
Michigan.
like, he was like throwing a softball just for him to.
I know lots of people are going to complain about that because I omitted Michigan. Hell to the... It's so boring. Like I said, it didn't even make it into
didn't
my
even- it didn't-
honorable mention. And in my honorable mention,
Yes.
I had the St. Joe Hawks and the Maculata's Mighty Max. You
Mighty
guys don't know that
Max.
song.
How's that go?
Which is on Wisconsin.
I thought it was going to here I come to save the day. It's
Well, that-
Mighty Max on the
Isn't
way.
Gia a proud grad of Immaculata? Your cousin.
Gia Croce.
Yeah.
Dr. Gia Croce.
Doctor, she graduated from Immaculata.
Yes, she
right?
did.
Yeah.
Very good, John. On that
Friends to
trivia.
human and
Anyway, the Notre Dame fight song.
Looked like you agreed with that.
It's a
Dad.
part of Americana.
It is.
I
It
mean,
really
it's
is.
definitely a part of Americana. It is college football. Best melody, best lyrics. It creates that feeling, I wrote this down, of exuberance and pride when it's played. You feel
Does.
like
It does. You feel happy when you're.
get happy. You know, people are jumping around, and me and Geb do the verse sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, do you know the verse?
Yes,
of that
I'm
song?
going to sing it for you, Geb. There's a verse up front of the actual ba, 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 ba. You know, so it's rally, sons of Notre Dame, sing her glory and sound her fame, raise the golden blue and cheer the vocals true, rah, rah, rah for Notre Dame. We will fight in every game, strong of heart and true to her name. We will never forget her and we'll cheer her ever loyal to old Notre Dame. Ba, 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 cheer, cheer for old Notre Dame. And then you got it. Now, as only like a geek like me, I know you don't even know this, Geb. And maybe people that went to Notre Dame in like the last 5 years, They changed a lyric.
They changed the Suns lyric, right?
They changed the lyric to include women.
Women, which is a good.
Like,
endeavor.
I mean, women weren't admitted till about, 25 years ago or something.
So they're on the football team too,
Yeah, they can
tackling each other.
They can play.
I'd watch that game.
Well, Ed, I don't know if you noticed, they do have lingerie football, I think.
You've been hiding things from me, Dad.
At the end of the chorus,
He's got season tickets. What are you talking about?
the end of the chorus, it's while her loyal sons go marching onward to victory. Well, now it's while her
Sons and
loyal
daughters.
sons and daughters march on to victory. So you got the women are in there.
The
like
syllable works. It's not too,
No, they fit it in nicely.
Yeah.
They did, didn't they?
So it's not just sons. Anyway,
I don't know.
I hope Joe Innes hears this.
Yeah, so wait, how's Hail to the... I think I know how Hail to the Victors goes.
Hail to the victors, loyal.
But there's a verse
hail
up
to the
front.
Concrete. We don't care about that verse. Hail to old Michigan. The original words were leaders of the West.
Yeah.
Freaking West. They're in
Leaders
like
of the West.
Michigan. But that song, was written way back.
Let's go west, young man. Go
Mr.
west.
Mel, what do you think? It's that top 10.
Well, I agree, but Michigan should have been on it.
Okay.
Did he say shouldn't be on it?
They should have.
Should
We're going to
have
assume he
been.
said shouldn't.
Should have been.
Well, there was tension. There would be tension in our house when there was a Penn State and a Notre Dame game because Bridget, my elder sister,
Did she
went
go to Penn State?
She went to Penn State.
Penn State fight song is terrible.
Yeah.
Anybody got a dime?
What's up?
Hey!
What's going on?
Mr.
Ladies and
Barkann,
gentlemen.
welcome to the Chico's Vibecast.
Philadelphia's Michael
Chico's
Bark.
Vibecast.
How are you situated? Do you, well, I think we're ready for you to run through the quiz if you have the materials. And if you need me to set you up, I can do that too.
Hang on one second.
Okay.
I think I'm good. Hold on, let me just get them right now. Let me just pull them out.
Excellent.
This is from John Parkinson's. Here we go. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Ed Mount Sports Challenge. Did you already read this part?
No, didn't do
No.
any of this. You're good.
Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Ed Mount Sports Challenge, which consists of two. That's right. Which consists of two multiple choice sports themes quizzes. I'm Michael Barkann. I'll be your host for this portion of the program before I have to go back to watching the Phillies game for the first quiz. Ed has provided a list of names that he believes are names of persons that he knows are athletes, and we have verified that he is correct. Who's done the verifying? That's what I want to know. Now, from that, we crafted a short quiz to see if Chico and Gebby Man can guess which athlete Ed happens to know. Quiz number 2, after a short break. It's been established on the podcast that Ed and Matt Kelly, producer Matt Kelly, and Matt is unbelievable, as you know, with audio. And he phenomenal job. Anyway, Ed and Matt know very little about sports, but just who knows the least. We're going to quiz them on Philadelphia sports, and since Ed's dad was a referee, we'll throw in a couple of questions on football terms. Ed's dad was a referee, and Ed knows nothing about sports. Hey!
That is
Come on,
correct.
Eddie.
That's correct.
I'm sorry, Mike.
All right, first the Chico and Gebby quiz. The winner receives a signed Tony DeSantis I Am Rasputin t-shirt. I'll read the questions and provide you with 4 possible answers.
Okay.
I'll repeat the choices if needed. You'll have 10 seconds to respond. Question number 1. Question number 1. This is the Ed Mount Sports Challenge. Of the following athletes, please identify which one Ed is aware of. Tom Watson,
Oh, me and Gebby.
Chichi Rodriguez, Lee Trevino, Arnold Palmer. Which one is Ed actually aware of?
Arnold
Watson,
Palmer.
Rodriguez, Trevino, Palmer.
I'm going to say Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer.
I'm gonna say Arnold Palmer.
Yes.
Final answer? Final answer?
Yes.
It is Arnold Palmer.
Hey!
Beautiful thing.
It's a tie so
Second
far.
question. Edmount Sports Challenge. Second question. Of the following athletes, identify which one Ed is aware of. A. Brett Favre. B. Bart Starr. C. Kenny Stabler, the snake. D. Warren Moon. Which one of these athletes is Ed aware of?
Wait, could you give me that list again?
Favre, Starr, Stabler, Moon.
So I'm going to say, this is Gebby, I'm going to say Brett Favre.
I'm going to say Brett Favre,
The
too.
final answer?
Brett Favre.
That is my final answer.
Brett Favre. You are correct.
Oh, man.
Two
Fair.
for two.
2 for 2.
Two for two.
It's a tie still. Don't worry, we have a good
Okay.
tiebreaker. at the
Can
end.
we ask Ed who Warren Moon is?
He was the drummer
Ed
of
Mount Sports
the Who.
Challenge continues. Ed Mount Sports Challenge continues. I wish I was there, man. That sounds like fun. Are you kidding me? And the Phillies are losing 3-0 in the top of the fourth as we record this. But
That's
don't
the
worry, they're
baseball
going to come
team,
back
right,
with
Mark?
their third straight.
Michael, that's the baseball team.
Yes. You got it.
Okay, of the following athletes, identify which one Ed is aware of. A. Emmett Smith. B. Jim Brown. C. Marshall Falk. D. Barry Sanders.
Oh.
Which one of the following athletes is Ed aware of?
Who was
Smith,
number 2?
Brown, Falk, Sanders.
Emmitt Smith, Jim Brown, Marshall Falk, Barry Sanders.
I'm going to have to go.
I'm going to say Jim Brown.
Gotta go Jim Brown.
Jim Brown, where did he go to school, by the way?
Syracuse.
Syracuse.
Yeah, where did I go to school, by the way?
Were you
You know
the
what? I
next in
made Jim Brown
the
everything
line
he
of running backs that
Yes.
came out of it?
Jim Brown, they retired as number 44. Final answer?
Yes.
Jim Brown?
Jim Brown.
You guys are really good at this. It's Jim Brown!
Oh, my goodness.
Son of
And
a
R.I.P.
gun.
Jim
He
Brown.
just passed away, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
Greatest
Yeah,
of all
he ran-
time.
We met in person,
yep.
actually.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
One of the greatest women abusers of all
My
time. Unbelievable. I love his he was a visionary, social justice. Okay, but the part of when he smacked women, charges rape, all that. Let's just put that under the rug. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Jesus
jeez.
crackers. All right.
Ed, you need to purge him from your memory.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Number 44 from Syracuse. Edmount Sports Challenge continues, everybody. Of the following athletes, identify which one Ed is aware of. A. Dirk Nowitzki. B. Steve Nash. C. Larry Bird. D. Reggie Miller. Which one of those athletes is Ed
Larry.
aware of? Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, Larry Bird, Reggie Miller.
Larry.
Larry Bird.
Damn, you guys are getting the.
Larry Bird, the pride of French Lick, Indiana. It is Larry Bird. You guys are absolutely amazing.
Crushing this.
All right. Edmount Sports Challenge.
Wait, keep in
Of
mind.
the following athletes.
Michael, can I interrupt you? I just want to let you know Ed supplied this as an athlete, so that's just why they're on the list.
Yeah, I know. It's hysterical. Well, you know what? You have to keep your fingers in shape, very dexterous. You have to make sure. Here we go. Of the following athletes, identify which one Ed is aware of. A. Bobby Fischer. B. Gary Kasparov. C. Magnus Carlsen. D. The Polgar sisters. It ain't the Polgar sisters, okay? Maybe you want to phone a friend. I don't know. Now, Fischer and Kasparov are hated rivals. They are chess champions. And Bobby Fischer is considered by many to be the greatest chess player ever. Gary Kasparov couldn't beat a computer. Oh,
That's true.
that's the truth.
Oh my God.
So Bobby Fischer, Gary Kasparov, Magnus Carlsen. Who the hell is Magnus Carlsen?
Only
Oh,
Ed
I know who he
knows.
is. He's the big guy, right?
I think so. Yeah, he's a very, very good chess player. Yeah. He's
Okay.
All right. I'm going to
I
say
thought he was the guy from like Game of Thrones.
He got injured though. He fell on a
Polgar
bishop.
sisters.
He fell on a bishop.
All right, what's your
and then-
answer? What are we going
I'll
with?
take
What was-
A.
yeah. What was
Hey?
number 2?
Bobby Fischer, Gary Kasparov.
Yeah, I'll take Kasparov.
I'm going with Fisher.
You going with Fisher? Well, it's searching for Bobby Fischer. It's Bobby Fischer.
Oh, Chico pulls out into the lead. Woo!
The truth is, I dated the Polgar sisters.
All right, it's
Oh,
the
no,
Mount
no.
Sports Challenge continues.
Yes.
Here we go. Of the following athletes, identify which one Ed is aware of. Here we go. A. Simone Biles. B. Mary Lou Retton. C. Gabby Douglas. D. Nadia Comaneci. Which one of these is Ed aware of?
Mary Lou
Biles,
Retton. I'm going
Mary
B.
Lou Retton. Final answer?
I'm going Nadia Comaneci.
Nadia Comaneci, the woman with the perfect 10 in the 1970 Olympic Games, says Nadia Comaneci. It's Mary Lou Retton. B is the answer.
Because of Scrooged?
Because what?
Maybe.
Because of the movie Scrooged.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
All right, bonus now.
Okay.
Ed has personally met the following athletes. John Dornbos, Brad Marsh, Brad Lidge, Ed Hospodar, Ron Jaworski. Which one?
I think it was Brad.
No, wait a minute. So, Michael, the here is how many of the above can he name the correct sport for? So,
I see. I thought it was a question. Good one, Matt. So Ed he has personally met those athletes. Dornbos, Brad Marsh, Brad Lidge, Eddie Hospodar, and Ron Jaworski. For how many of the above can he name the correct sport?
So you guys
Now, is he doing that
Okay.
now?
I got
you guys guess now. And then
Okay,
Ed tells us.
so
It was.
it's 5 people.
Five
right?
people:
and-
Dornbos, Marsh, Lidge.
He knows
Hospodar,
Dornbos.
I'm going to say 3.
He knows Dornbos. He does not know Lidge.
Yeah.
Who was?
And he doesn't know Hospodar.
And he doesn't know how. I'm going with 3 also.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can go with Ed. Go. John Dornbos,
Football.
Brad Marsh,
Hockey.
Brad Lidge.
Baseball.
Wow.
Woo! Ed Hospodar.
Hockey.
Woo! Ron Jaworski.
Football.
Wow, 5 for 5.
Ed's dad had faith.
He's crying.
He's
crying right
Ed's
now.
dad is.
That's beautiful. That is so beautiful.
Michael,
to
I'm
see.
still in the will. I'm still in the will.
You still are, Eddie. I'll tell you what. But I guess I would ask Ed, what the hell do you do with your time? My goodness, man. Are you like a gamer?
I
come
watch
on, what do
Michael
you do?
Barkann on television to learn about sports.
Son of a gun.
Every
I'm
Michael
gonna start
Barkann
to
program
include-
I watch.
He watches Star Trek and Star Wars is what we've determined. Now, Michael.
I'm gonna start including some sports trivia for you on the show.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is
Something
the thing
remedial,
between him and
something
Matt.
easy,
Yeah.
something you'll be able to handle.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Now, Michael.
By the way, Philly's still trailing 3-0. Yes.
The next quiz is 10 questions. Do you have time to
Yeah. Here we
run
go.
us
We're gonna
through?
do them real fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the.
All right, man.
This is now the Geek Showdown portion of the show. Geek Showdown, Ed Mount Sports Challenge. This is Googie Mount against producer Matt.
Okay.
Googie against the Pride. Okay? Here we go. Now, we know both of these guys are Muppet fans and Cookie Monster fans. The winner of the quiz will receive a rare collectible, a 1969 Topps baseball card of the original Philly Cookie Monster, the Philadelphia Cookie Monster of the infield,
Wow.
Philadelphia second baseman Cookie Rojas.
That's right. We have the card here.
Oh, man.
Wow.
All right, here we go, Ed and Matt.
The stakes are
Here we
high.
go. Name, Ed Mount Sports Challenge. Name the starting quarterback for the Eagles in last year's Super Bowl. Do I need to give multiple choice here, or do you just want to try it?
Multiple choice,
Multiple
please.
choice.
Holy smoke. A, Jalen Hurts. B, Patrick Mahomes.
Mahone.
C, Nick Foles. D. Norm Snead.
It was the first one. Hurts.
I'm going with Mahone.
I'm going with Snead.
Whoever said Hurts is right. The other one.
Somebody, Ed Mount got one. Producer Matt.
Was that Ed?
Ed Mount got
All right.
yes, yeah.
Hey, you don't
1-0 Ed Mount.
Get the hell
All right,
out.
second question. Many consider this third baseman to be the greatest player in Phillies history. A. Crash Davis. B. Steve Carlton. C. Randall Cunningham. D. Mike Schmidt.
D.
Schmidt.
Mike Schmidt.
Woo, they both said D.
Wow, all over
That is correct.
Yeah.
All right.
That is correct.
Go back to the
That's
tape.
going to be a tie.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
so Ed's still up by one.
I would have went with Tony.
All right,
Taylor.
it's still up by 1. You guys keeping track?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. At Mount Sports Challenge. Last year, the Phillies lost to Houston in the World Series. Name the mascot of the Houston team. A. Oilers. B. Texans. C. Astros. D. Cheaters.
It's the
Astros.
it's Astros
Astros
as well.
is correct.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are woo.
We're gonna have to rip the card in half.
Yeah. Well, you still got a 1 point lead.
Holy smokes. We have a Bryson Stott home run. Puts the Phillies on the board.
Nice.
3-2.
Nice.
Oh, it was
Okay.
a solo shot. They were already on the board.
Yeah.
Well, but
Schwarber.
I'm not watching because I'm doing the Ed Mount Sports Challenge.
You'll know that moment when
I
your,
want,
when
I
your
want you to
career
make
ended.
sure you watch post game tonight so you can see me with my thumb up my, only for the vibe. I would only do it for the vibe,
There you
man.
go.
Also known as Emily Barkann's wedding band. Okay, here we go. Now, next question. Ed Mount Sports Challenge. Which Philadelphia sports legend is renowned for being the only pro basketball player to score 100 points in a game? Julius Erving, Neville Chamberlain, and let me just give you a little hint. Never mind, I'm not going to say it. Wilt Chamberlain, Meadowlark Lemon.
Wilt
What do
Chamberlain.
you got?
Yeah, I
Who
was gonna,
says Wilt Chamberlain?
That was
got it
Matt.
first.
Matt.
All right, Matt
That's
says
who I was
Wilt.
gonna
Ed,
pick,
you have a
too.
response.
I was going to say Wilt
They
Chamberlain.
both
also.
went with Wilt. So good. Woo!
All right, we still have a tie because it was Wilt Chamberlain, and Neville Chamberlain was, of course, the Prime Minister of UK.
And he also did not sleep
All right.
with as many women as Wilt Chamberlain.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's
Here
He
we
was a
go.
hell of a basketball player too, though. Neville Chamberlain.
What? Neville was
You
amazing.
know, a lot of people don't know,
we must
Michael.
never surrender.
It
We
wasn't on the
must always use our
76ers.
jump shot, and we must always go right to the back. Okay. Ed Mount Sports Challenge.
Neville
Who
Chamberlain.
was the last Philadelphia 76er to win the league MVP? Allen Iverson.
Iverson.
George. Who said Iverson?
Both of us.
they both did.
Okay, that's it. I'm not even going on. Wait, no, that's not correct. Actually, even though I don't count the most recent winner. George McGinnis, Joel Embiid, George McGovern.
Was it Embiid?
It was Embiid, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Who
So,
said that?
no, they both
had
already
already-
guessed wrong. So.
Yeah, they had already guessed Iverson.
Okay, so they both got it wrong.
Yeah.
But I didn't give. But really, in fairness, I didn't give all of the.
Right.
Okay, so
possibilities.
that's what we'll do. We'll
All
wait
right.
for him to get all
Yeah.
four
All right.
answers.
All right.
Okay, Harlem Globetrotters.
We're not a speed round
Here
here.
we go.
No.
All right.
Of the four major professional sports teams, sports played in Philadelphia, which is Dennis Chiquino's least favorite? Hockey, baseball, basketball, football. Which one is Dennis Chiquino's least favorite?
Hockey.
I want to go basketball.
I do not know.
It
the
is.
answer.
You
Dennis.
would be wrong, Matt.
Ah.
Man, God,
It is hockey.
I love basketball and I hate hockey.
Gotta be hockey.
Yes, he does not like hockey.
I think you're getting that card.
Michael, I'm just
Next question.
I'm checking. How you doing on
Here we
time?
go.
Okay.
He's good.
Ed Mount Sports Challenge. The following Philly legends have all appeared on stage with Chico's vibe. Of these, who appeared in a Rocky movie? A. Ed Rendell. B, me. C, Joe Frazier. D, Harry Callis.
Joe Frazier.
I'll go with Joe Frazier, sure.
Ding, ding, ding. They both went with Joe Frazier.
I don't know the answer to that because I think Rendell was in it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
no, was he?
I think it's two of them.
I think he was.
Okay, so yeah.
But,
you
but
guys
I mean, I think Joe was in there too.
Yeah,
Joe
Right,
was in
Joe
the
was in
original.
there.
First Rocky,
Smoking
yeah.
Joe was in
Yeah.
the original. Yeah.
Yeah, I messed that up. I didn't-
Controversy.
No, you might not have messed it up. I'm not pot. Oh, hang on. Holy smokes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Another home run by Arizona.
Ah.
And Smith hit it. And it's now 4-2. Arizona in the top of the fifth. Okay.
I think it's
I
my
don't know
fault,
when this
Mike.
thing is airing, but this game is going to be over, and you don't even need to listen to me on it. Okay. Here we go. Next question. What is a clipping penalty? A, the act of interfering with the snitch by a player other than the seeker. What the hell was that? B, a pitcher intentionally striking a batter in the helmet. C, an illegal block in which a player hits an opponent from behind, typically at waist level or below. D, an onside kick that has not traveled 10 yards.
D.
I'm going to go with C.
What was C?
Woo!
C is correct.
That's
Producer
right.
Matt's catching up. He's back within one.
Very good. Next question. How many points in a safety in football? A1, B2, C3, D6.
B, 2.
Anyone else?
2.
Okay.
All right, they both,
They both
got it.
went with the right answer.
All right,
2.
that's correct.
Last
What- you
question.
keep it-
Right?
What's the score?
Heads up.
Heads up by 1.
Okay. Last question.
Last question.
Ed Mount Sports Challenge. The Philly Special is iconic to Philadelphia sports fans for being A, the signature sandwich at Citizens Bank Park. The 1970s Flyers win over the Soviet hockey team. Something you can get a few blocks from the stadium after the game if you know where to look. or the play that resulted in a touchdown reception by Nick Foles in the Super Bowl.
The play that resulted in a Super Bowl, Nick Foles.
That's correct. I know that's correct.
Okay. They both got it right, Mike.
Correct.
We share the card.
That is the last.
You have a
question.
1-point
Ed
lead.
Mount
It's yours,
Sports
buddy.
Challenge.
Yes.
So who won?
Ed.
Ed.
By,
Ed Mount won the sports challenge. Woo!
Does that Matt win the
Eddie,
Cookie
way
Rojas
to
card?
be,
That's
buddy.
what the cookie-
Thank you, Michael.
Oh, man.
Thank you,
I
Michael.
mean, Ed,
Michael,
really?
thank
Your
you.
dad's a former referee? Come on. I mean, come on.
Hey,
Ed.
Michael, can you just clarify one thing? This is Chico.
Yes.
People
What's up,
always argue with me about this. Wilt Chamberlain, when he scored his 100 points, it was with the Warriors, not the Sixers. That's correct.
Correct.
Yes. So all you out
And-
there, Joe Ennis, Frankie Coleman, you're wrong. I'm right. Thank you, Michael.
And not just that, but they were the Sixers. The Warriors were playing the New York Knicks, and what happened after that?
What happened
I
after
don't know.
He drove back to New York with the Knicks. How about that?
No way. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they were in Hershey.
Yeah,
That's
Hershey.
what I
Yeah.
consider.
That's right. March 2nd, 1962. Hershey, Pennsylvania.
I listened to that
Hershey,
game on the
Pennsylvania.
radio.
That's why I
Did you?
consider all the Golden State Warrior
I did. I heard that game on the
championships
radio.
actually Philadelphia
That's
championships.
right.
Correct. Correct. I don't know how many that are Philadelphia championships,
Well, you got
but
stuff.
they're not all California.
That's
for
right.
sure.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much,
guys,
Michael. That was
Hey, but
very
I
cool.
can't.
Say that again?
Where are you located?
Oh, we're in Aston, PA right now.
Yeah.
What's the address? No.
You only play-
You're going
All
to
right.
broadcast the after game from here?
One of these days, I want to come in there. That'd
Oh.
be great.
Oh, that would be
absolutely.
awesome. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Well, thanks so
We'll
much
do
for
it.
your time. I really appreciate it.
Book me. My pleasure. I love you guys. You're the best.
Excellent.
All right,
Thank you,
Michael.
Michael.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Keep it going.
All
Keep
right.
the passion, man.
Excellent. Thank you, sir.
That was great.
Neville
Bye-bye.
Chamberlain. Neville Chamberlain. Neville Chamberlain.
Well, that worked out well. You know?
Yeah.
Yes, very, very good. I was very good. He always has that same personality like he does on TV.
Yes. Yes. He's so good at it. And it's great. I gave him some text.
Wonder if
but
he
not a
anno-
lot, and he just like went with
Yeah,
it.
Wonder if he
Sports
announces
channel.
everything. Like when he's getting ready in the morning, he's like, "Oh, here he is! I'm getting my morning coffee. Nothing like that cup of Joe in the band. Here we go, a sliced banana. All right.
So, Mr. Mount,
Yes.
take us back. Oh,
Yes.
we lost producer Matt. Sorry.
Uh,
Take us back to Ed's childhood when he's your oldest son, right?
yes.
And you
Oldest. Okay.
oldest, yeah. And you're a sports guy,
Yes.
and you probably assumed you had a son who was going to be a sports guy like you.
Well, yeah.
Should I leave the room?
My girls were both athletes.
Ah,
Bridget was a power forward,
really?
and Rosemary was a gymnast. And
Oh, excellent.
Wow.
yeah.
Wait, Bridget was a power forward?
Yes,
Wow.
she was. She was good. When Bridget was in the 8th grade, she was the tallest child in the class.
She looks like she would have been a very good basketball
Yeah,
player.
she was a very
Yeah.
good basketball player.
I wouldn't want to mix it up with her.
Yeah.
Excellent, yeah.
and
I did beat her in horse though down the shore
That one time.
that one time.
But I always like the story you tell about, I think it was, that Ed was very fidgety as a kid, maybe.
yeah.
And you finally figured out what would calm him down. I think it was when you took him to see Superman or Star Wars.
Well,
Or
that was the first time he ever sat down. When I took him to see the movie Superman, I used to take him to, at Veterans Stadium. We went and saw a college football game where Temple was playing or something. And you know how you can walk around the entire stadium?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I used to watch him. He walked he walked the entire stadium.
well, why? Ed,
I
why?
don't know.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't watch the football game. But I didn't see him. And then I came home. I told my wife he could care less about the football game. He could care less.
Maybe he
about
just
the
didn't like Temple.
yeah. But like when other guys were playing sports, he'd be playing the saxophone.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you're very proud of
Well,
him.
yeah,
well.
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
He was always telling us to turn the
That's what I was
sax
going to
up.
say. That's my memories of you at the gig. It's like on break going up to George. Hey, I think you could turn up the sax a little bit.
Yeah.
I remember.
I think George made a fake knob just for my dad that he just always turns when he.
I just remember when we used to play at Brownie's 23 East, while there was still smoking in the bar, he would be up against the back wall, directly across from us, with a big cigar. Telling us to turn the sax up.
Well, the funny thing is, it was early on in the band. I wasn't in it long, and we went to play 23 East. So I told my dad to come out. So him and my brother come out, and it's the night they had the stripper guy. And he's there's my dad and my brother. 5 feet away is the stripper guy jumping up and down. And then my brother, later on, I never told you this, but he sent me a text. He's like, "Oh, Dad and I had a great time, and we got a room with that stripper afterward, and he was awesome."
That was back when they used to give us a little room upstairs at
Yes.
23 East for breaks.
Yeah.
And the stripper guy came up and did standing push-ups.
Yes.
He's got like
do remember
6-pack
that.
abs,
I'm sorry,
and
I
I'm like,
just
"Oh, hi."
He was a nice guy. He was apologetic, but
Yeah.
still, it's like, oh, man.
I remember him coming up there.
But Ed, you were in marching band in high school and college?
High school did not have a marching band. High school just had a concert band.
Okay.
And a pep band. And then what happened when I played in the pep band, a person who was in the string band said, "You should try out for the Mummers." So they were in Duffy string band, and my dad said, "Well, I'll drive you," because it was like Aramingo Avenue, wasn't it? It was up in the
Yeah.
Oh, man, okay.
Fishtown. So he drove me up there, and what I didn't know is when he was a young man, he took banjo lessons.
Banjo lessons, yeah.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
So he started picking the banjo up again. So we found a father-son activity
To do together. Very cool.
Yeah.
Fun.
because he threw the ball at me. I was like, "What is this?" And he's like, "The
Off
music."
your head.
And then we got to do wedding parties when they would practice for a wedding,
Yeah.
and they would come back to the house and have
The serenade?
a little party. We used to do serenades.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
He and I, yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So, what
That was
in
cool.
terms of knowledge? What do you wish sports knowledge? What do you wish he knew that he doesn't know? Like what sport? What aspect?
Clipping in football.
Yes. Someone got clipping right. Who was that?
He did. They both did.
Yeah.
They both got clipping right. Yeah. He just was never interested in
Yeah.
sports. He drew and he played music, and so
Yeah.
when other guys were playing football and this that, he'd come home and he'd go play a saxophone. you know?
Excellent.
So
What did you like better, the thrill of victory or the agony of defeat in the intro?
Oh,
the
the agony of defeat.
Hey,
Absolutely.
God, that guy, like,
skiers tumbling over
Hit
and
the
over.
top of the shed.
Oh, yeah.
And then you didn't know if he lived or died.
I had no idea.
Well, I would watch Battle of the Network Stars.
That's
When they had Heather Locklear and Heather Thomas together in the dunk tank, and then a kid would have to throw a ball and dunk. So I would watch that.
yeah.
Oh,
Linda Carter
jeez.
was in that one.
Yeah, there was. Yeah,
Anyway.
her and Hal Linden, I think.
Oh, we're losing
We're like a
Chico.
swim
You
team.
need to take-
All right, well, take the mic in with him.
All right, let's take a 30-second break, and then we'll do the song from the set list.
All righty.
You still okay, Pop, for a little bit more?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, I want to make sure I get home in time for post game. See, might bring something up. Who knows?
yeah, he might.
He
Yeah.
might mention.
Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't see the game tonight because I was
This one goes out to Ed Mount.
Your mom's also 100% Irish, too, right?
Oh,
I mean, She
yeah.
looks Irish,
Yeah.
and
She grew up.
that's where they,
She grew up in Logan, in North Philadelphia, too. So
Yeah, well, there you go.
Both their mother and father came from Ireland when they were in their early 20s, and they met here.
Wow.
But they both were from Ireland.
Yeah, wow.
And,
Because didn't you say, "Oh, your parents' accent is so thick," and my mom would go, "What accent?"
what accent?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She couldn't
you
hear it.
Yeah.
Right.
Her mother would talk to me, and I didn't know what the hell she was saying. And she was speaking English, but her
Oh, but she
accent.
would go down to the store to get the.
Yeah.
And apparently, my grandfather was always like very emotional, and he would cry, and she'd be like, "Oh, you're blubbering again."
Yeah.
Oh, him and his
Blubbering.
blubbering. Like she'd be like, "Oh, look at your grandchildren." He'd be like, "Oh, look, my grandchildren." Oh, stop your blubbering.
He's a blubberer. He's a blubberer. Yeah.
My favorite compliments when we play gigs are from Irish folks, like last Saturday at the the Price wedding. And it was a whole contingency of Irish folks. They're from
Oh,
Ireland.
I didn't know that. Wow.
And,
Oh,
I
the
had
groom's family. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
they were from Ireland.
the kid that got up and did the best man speech.
Yeah.
Red hair, ponytail, and then that whole gang over there.
Yeah.
But I love their compliments. I got two of them. Oh, that was brilliant.
Yes. What they say,
Brilliant.
brilliant.
That was brilliant.
All right, real quick trivia. What was the worst Irish accent in a movie?
I
know this.
Caddyshack.
Yes.
Whatever her name is.
I didn't.
You know, Daddy.
Oh, come on. No, you don't, Danny. She was so bad.
Terrible. And another trivia, she was in
She was in
Animal House.
Yeah.
Wait,
She was the
was the
girl
young
at
girl.
the
Little
grocery
girl.
store
You know what would
that.
have been
I
great
got you.
if
it was the mayor's daughter.
Yes,
Yeah.
the mayor's
if
daughter.
Rodney Dangerfield had the Irish accent in that movie. I tell you, I get no respect.
You guys ready for this month's song from the set list?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's our first song. I think it's the first song that leaves the 1980s even. So we've done 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't think we've done any 90s. This is the 21st century.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the song is Can't Stop the Feeling with an exclamation point. Can't Stop the Feeling. It's a song by Justin Timberlake. What?
Yeah. That's Chico's vibe.
It was co-written by Timberlake, released January 21st, 2016 as the lead single from the soundtrack of the DreamWorks animation film Trolls. Timberlake. He was also served as executive producer for the movie soundtrack. There is a Philly sports connection to this song. I mean, you have to really go for the tie-in, but I was wondering if you guys can guess.
Yeah, it was in Rocky 1.
It was. Yes.
It was?
That was his trade. No.
No, I was going to say, what the hell?
No. You're going to.
I'm going to say the bass player, Adam Blackstone.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
know about that. That could
our
be
original
even too.
bass.
No, what I was
Okay.
going for was
Okay.
Timberlake was the entertainment at Super Bowl 52.
Yes.
With the
Oh,
Eagles
that's
Super
right.
Bowl.
I thought it was.
Yeah, yeah,
I thought you
yeah.
were
And
going to
he
say
sang this song.
Joe
Was
Frazier
Blackstone
co-wrote
in
the
the-
song. With
Yes, Joe.
Adam Blackstone was Justin Timberlake's producer, music.
We gave him a
He's
start.
His music producer on stage.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, and now
he does everybody.
No kidding.
Blackstone, yeah.
So,
But yes.
what?
No, go ahead.
I'm just going to say I like Timberlake as an actor. I do.
He actually, no, I
the
agree with
songs
that.
are- he's a good actor.
Very good.
I think he's a good
Did
actor.
you see The Social Network? The movie about
Yes.
Facebook? He's great in that.
Awesome.
Yeah, he was great. He played the investor that
He was the net
put the money into
Napster.
Zuckerberg, and he was the one that took the. He said, "I don't think you should call it the Facebook. Just call it Facebook."
But wasn't he the Napster guy? Yeah.
Oh, he played that too. Oh, it's the same guy. The character
That's
was
where
the
he
same
made his
guy.
money. Yeah.
I liked him in the movie. Was it Friends with Benefits? With Mila Kunis? He was good in that, too.
But are you saying
anyway.
you don't like his music? Is that what you're
You
going
don't
with
really
that?
need to ask me that, do you?
So this song,
crowd
you know,
pleaser.
I'm going to say the crowd loves it.
The crowd
You
loves
know,
it.
We do it, and it's
I
great.
keep seeing it referred to, and he talks about it. He calls it a modern disco song, which I don't really.
Who does?
Timberlake.
Yeah, it's kind of got that.
The heck does he know? He didn't live through disco.
He puts his pants on the same way we do, except he makes gold records.
Explore the space.
And he also commented that the song, and I could sort of see this a little bit, was inspired by the Bill Withers song "Lovely Day." A little bit. It debuted.
What? The drums, maybe?
Wait,
Maybe just the whole overall feel.
Yeah, the kind of feel. I got this.
It's not the same key, is it? Geb?
No.
the
Like,
Timberlake song "We Do" and Bill Withers' "Lovely Day."
The chord progression is somewhat the same, but it's just I could understand what he's saying. It's just kind of
Christ, I
the
could say that
The
one was
feel
gotta
of
get
the song.
Timberlake for the podcast.
it's kind of just the feel of the song. I get it.
It ain't.
So
I
the
get it.
song.
Or do we bring Eric Johnson in as the court guy?
yes!
Maybe he could play the different versions.
I don't even like him as an actor anymore.
Oh, jeez.
So the song debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, topped the charts in over 30 countries. It also won a Grammy for Best Pop Solo Performance in 2017 for what that means. There's a video. It has over 3 billion hits
Wow.
on YouTube as of the whatever research I stole for this. According to Timberlake, it was written in just 2 hours and
sounds like it.
also recorded. Did you say it sounds like it?
Did he write it?
He co-wrote it. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
And was recorded in one take, which I'm skeptical about. Not everyone loves the song. It was Time Magazine named it the worst song of 2016.
Thank you, Time.
It beat out Iggy Azalea's Team, which I never heard, but
Which we should do, probably.
we probably should. Anyway, side note, it's just something I thought of as I was doing this. Another good discussion of rankings of worst pop songs. It always kind of, like, as I was searching for this, when you see these lists, the worst pop song on lists that come up is almost always "We Built the City."
Yeah, it always is. And it song sucks.
Such a great bad song.
That song sucks, and it's from a band that I used to love,
Yeah.
Jefferson Airplane. With
Coney plays the number.
No, it's Mambo.
Mambo. I thought it was
Which-
number.
Which doesn't even make neither one makes sense. Anyway,
One
so
pill makes you larger. Me and Gabby,
you guys
we have
do that?
special memories of
Yeah,
that
we
song.
have.
Wait,
yeah.
is that White Rabbit?
Yeah.
White
Yeah,
Rabbit.
that's a great song.
It is. So, I always like to look at songs released in 2016. I always like to look at the Billboard Hot 100 for the year to see where the song placed in
Right.
context. And the caveat that I feel like the old Billboard charts, I knew how they got ranked by sales and radio play. I have no idea what drives the current Billboard chart.
Downloads. I don't know.
Probably
maybe.
like Spotify, the number of listens.
plays.
sense.
Yeah.
YouTube and TikTok are also factors.
Is it? Okay. I didn't even think to ask you. You're the guy who would know.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
Don't ask him. He wouldn't know.
But the top 10 songs for 2016, usually when we do these, I know 8 out of 10. I know 2 of them, of these. So let's see what, this could be another trivia. Number 1 is called One Dance by Drake, featuring WizKid and Kyla.
Sing it, Ed.
Don't know it.
Sing it.
No idea.
No idea.
Number 2, Work by Rihanna, featuring Drake. Drake's all over.
Oh, wait. That's the. I don't work. I don't know.
Was Rihanna the one at the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yes.
She blows.
Well, Dennis, she was pregnant.
Yeah. I mean,
She was standing on a giant mirror 50 feet
Still, the
above
best
ground.
halftime for me was when me and Ed were arguing in the Bahamas.
That was great.
And we were both so drunk.
Oh, God.
Who are you telling everybody to shut up? Shut up! He's trying to hear the.
He made a scene because there was a Hulk and an Ant-Man in a commercial. And he goes, everybody shut up. The Hulk's on the screen and Ed loves the Hulk. He doesn't know a goddamn thing about football, but he loves the Hulk.
It was a room full of like 150 people. Maybe?
Yeah. And they were all, the whole table in front of us were Broncos fans.
Yeah, they were mean, nasty
Yeah.
people. Because I was wearing a Cam Newton shirt and this woman was starting to beat me up.
Yeah.
That was like,
That's when my brother was walking around with, he had a Batman t-shirt on, and some guy went, yo, Bruce Wayne likes stogies. My brother goes, what? Bruce Wayne, you like smoked cigars.
Bruce Wayne.
All right, number 3 is Sorry by Justin Bieber. Don't know that one.
I know that.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
No.
So
sorry.
that I was.
I don't know if
was a
it
good
was
game.
Wait, who does that song?
Ding, 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 ding. Sorry.
Oh,
I don't know if that's.
yeah, like I'm gonna know.
Yeah,
each
it's
song.
okay. Go ahead.
Number 4 was Can't Stop the Feeling. Number 5 was Closer by the Chainsmokers featuring Halsey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I
We
should
know that.
listen
How's it
to
go? Oh, Ed just put food in his mouth. Oh, I
Yeah.
think I might know that now.
Yeah.
Number 6, Don't Let Me Down by the Chainsmokers as well.
Don't let me down. That song?
No, this is the 2016 top
Wait a
one.
minute now. The Chainsmokers had 2
nobody
songs.
knows
2, 5, and 6.
Wow.
It's dominated by number 7 is Love Yourself by the Biebs. Number 8 is Panda by Designer.
Don't know it.
Number
It's
9
a Chinese song.
It is.
Oh.
I bet you Baby Shark.
No, it's not on the, it's not in the top 10. I only looked up top 10. Yeah. Number 9 is Stressed Out by 21 Pilots.
Oh, I knew that one. That's a great song.
Okay.
That's one of the ones I put on the list that Gabby puts in the shredder. Dad, Gabby has a suggestion box, and right underneath it is
it's
a
in-
paper shredder.
It's in the bathroom. I leave it in the bathroom because if we ever out of toilet paper, I go right to that.
I looked on the ground the other day. I saw it, stressed out.
On his computer, he programs
Yeah.
where he moves the email. Like
Yeah.
it goes into the trash can and it goes, yay!
It's auto forward. Yeah.
And Gabby's always like, hey, when you write your suggestion, make sure it's 2-ply. The paper has to be
That's right.
2-ply soft. Quilted Northern. Quilted Northern.
Yeah. I can't use that other stuff. It hurts too much.
And he says, don't do it in red ink. That hurts. When you do the chart in red ink, it
It
hurts.
clogs the toilet.
I'm going to say this again. All the songs Ed picks, like the new stuff, I hate them all. But wait a minute. They all work.
Thank
Do
you,
they?
Dennis.
Ed, yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Come on.
I thought you'd have my
I have
back.
faith.
Bro.
I
Right,
do
that-
usually, yes.
I don't think that was
Wait, they don't
necessary.
work
But
as
that's
good as
all right.
Sledgehammer, but
Here we go.
Gloves are off.
we
Here
dropped
we
that.
go.
Wait, so number 10, I
Friendly
know.
show.
I know number 10. Hello by Adele.
Hello, it's you.
Yes, that's it.
Or the hello. What's that?
No, that you're
But
thinking
how
of hello,
did that
it's me.
blind girl know how to
Hello?
make the
Hello?
Lionel Richie?
Right.
Oh,
hello. I said hello.
You know that?
Is this
The blind
only
girl
place-
was able to make Lionel Richie's
Yeah.
head out of clay without
Yeah.
seeing him.
I
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. Hello.
I don't know, but I did like Lionel.
Is it me
Lionel
you're
complaining.
looking
He
for?
said that doesn't look like me.
Yeah.
And they're like, Lionel, she's blind.
That that would have been the better video if like the head looked nothing like Lionel Richie.
Well, you know what happened? He was on Jimmy Fallon, and they put him in a table, and he did the whole song.
I saw that.
And he turned around, and Lionel Richie is just his head. He went, hello, and he's cracking up as he's doing it because it looks like Lionel Richie's head on a plate.
Oh, man.
But that's the top 10 for 2016. In terms of Chico's Vibe performance, we started to do this pretty quickly after it came out, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Hey, we're hip that way.
We are.
Well, you know what happens? It's it was already being asked by brides.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that kind of moves it to the front of the
And
the front of the
Gavin
list.
sounds fantastic. on it.
Oh, what doesn't he sound fantastic on?
All
What
right.
do you call him? Gebby Timberheart?
Yeah, I don't.
No. What was it?
There was a timber for a while. It was,
Gebby Timberheart.
Yeah, but you had
Well,
something else.
Timberheart, I've heard that.
Yeah.
I start to block it out.
Johnny something. I forget.
Johnny Center.
No, that was
Johnny.
back.
Yeah, whatever happened to
That was
Johnny
more of a
Santos? Do
Howie
you still
thing.
do- Oh, okay.
Ho used to get pissed off.
But the
Johnny Gebby Lake.
It was something like that.
Like Timber Geb.
Yeah,
that was
it was
it.
one
Timber
of those,
Geb.
yeah.
I was going with. We were going. We're
Johnny
calling it
Timber
Timber
Geb.
Geb for a guy.
because I think he sounds same thing.
Same thing.
No, same thing with Ed Sheeran. I think he sounds better than Timberlake when he's
I
singing.
told you that I was saying I never heard the song, and we do it. Gebby sings, and I'm like, that's fucking great. Then I hear, I don't want you to cut that F out of there. Talk about Gebby. And then I heard like the Ed Sheeran version. I'm going, fucking Hartford. Gebby's way better than this guy. You know.
And then to our listeners, there's a YouTube video of Geb doing that Ed Sheeran tune, Thinking Out Loud,
Thinking
on
Out Loud.
YouTube. Highly recommended because it's stunningly good. But anyway, back to Timberlake.
Yeah, it's enough. We've talked about Gebby
Yes.
way too much this episode.
Look,
But
no
we
more
kinda like-
Timberlake.
we just kind of started to do it, and then you guys added horns. I don't even know if there's horns on the
no, Gebby.
No,
Gebby wrote those.
I wrote the chart.
Oh, okay.
It's like
This is-
He
background
turned around. He
vocals.
said, "You stand around doing nothing. I'm singing my heart out here. You guys, you put the cowbell down.
Tony's at
Put the cowbell
Tony's
down.
at the dessert table.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the Tupperware." He's like, "Play a note."
That's a whole nother podcast.
But yeah, so people
I always
love it.
wanted
We
Rick
sound-
Anthony to try the Sheeran
I
song.
got the feeling inside. We need to have Rick Anthony. I'm going to call it when he's back on the podcast.
He'll be
Rick-
so jealous we had Barkann on without him being involved. Rick Anthony being
That's
involved.
fine. We need him stirred up.
No.
'Cause when we have him back,
Yes.
it'll be the return of the king.
It's got to have fire.
We should explain to my father. It was the highest rated episode, wasn't
Yes.
it? Yeah, we had Rick Anthony on the show, Dad. And
Pressure's on, Mr. Matt. You
that
gotta
was
get
the
our numbers
highest
up.
rated episode that we had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's very proud of
and yeah, he throws it in our face every time.
Does it?
Yeah. That's why we deleted it from all of our podcasts.
It doesn't exist anymore.
that. But yeah, that's
The episode's called 404 Not Found. With Rick Anthony.
But that's kind of it. I feel like I should listen to the original song more than I do.
Of
Of the
this
Timberlake
tune?
song, yeah. Because I do that, falsetto part, and I'm not sure if it's right. But I mean, I think it's close, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I never had a bride say, "Yeah, everything was great."
Except for that.
Except that falsetto part. It wasn't right. It wasn't right.
Because I think you taught me it on a gig. So that,
We only had
They
one
like that. doesn't
one bad bride, Ed.
They do.
They like that.
Yes, we did.
oh, they love it. Yeah.
We did have one bad bride.
Out of 22 years,
Yeah,
you know,
that was
it's
nice.
not a bad record.
And
I remember that
She
one.
apologized to me, and I thought
Really?
she was going to 2 days
Oh,
later.
you guys aren't joking. They're
I
like-
kept
No,
bringing
it was
the set
awful.
list up. No, we did it. Look, here's a set list.
Yeah.
Well,
so
you
this
didn't
bride
do what-
goes, you, come here. And the whole night she looked troubled, like she
Yeah, she
wasn't
did.
enjoying
She
Oh,
herself.
did not
like,
enjoy herself
she
at
looked
all.
like she was having like a nervous breakdown or
Okay.
something.
Yeah.
So she pulls me in this. It was at the Ellis Ballroom.
Yeah.
the Ellis Ballroom.
No.
Yeah, it was the Ellis
I-
Ballroom.
No,
I
not
thought it
that
was downtown.
Oh no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, it was downtown
was,
somewhere.
Was it Curtis Center or something like that?
Thought
Well,
it
I
was
guess
in
it doesn't
Reading.
matter.
New
But this
Hope or something.
she pulls me aside, and I go to the side. I go, yeah. She goes, you didn't do one goddamn thing I asked.
Right.
Oh my God.
I wanted this song for my intro. I
Yeah.
said, we played that.
And
She goes, I wanted this song for my mama. And so in the meantime, he sees I'm getting screamed at by this girl. And I go, get a set list. And he
I
gets a
come
set-
over and I hear her like laying into Ed, and you didn't do that, and that was my. I said, wait a minute, let me get the set list. I bring it over, and everything's on there.
Wow.
You know, I go, look.
And she goes, I guess I just don't know what the F is happening. And then her bridesmaids come
Yes.
and circle her and start to bring her off. And then somebody knew you.
Oh, it was a
and
guy
said,
from
"These-"
Ard. There's a guy from Ardmore that
The whole
was
time
there.
he's going,
And
you
he's-
should apologize to these guys. These guys were great. These guys were great.
He's
She should
behind us.
apologize.
He's behind us, and first he's on Chico's vibes the best, and then he's telling you, you're gonna apologize. And he's
But I even turned to Dennis and I said, I wouldn't be surprised if I get an apology
Yeah,
from her
she's
because she
melting
seemed like
down.
somebody who's having a meltdown.
Yeah.
What was
Just
your
to-
problem? What was your
Well,
problem?
you know how that's like the most important day, and I think some people with all the planning and wedding coordinators and maybe parents and seating charts and all that, some people don't handle it well. And you see other couples that are having the time of their lives, like when we're playing. And then you can see, you remember it was one at Overbrook where she was like, the photographer wanted to get something and the groom's talking to his father. And the bride goes, here, like that, and the whole horn section saw it. And we all looked at each other and went, "Oh!" We're like, "Good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Good luck."
But that gets us through this month's song from the set list. That's
Yes.
a recurring feature on the podcast.
All right, so I'm going to add one little segment because you didn't add it. The songs that we want to do.
Well, wait. Okay. We have to pick next month's song from the set list.
I'd like to thank my dad for being awake after 8 p.m. Yeah. Too. I think so, too.
Yeah.
Did you take a nap earlier?
Who wants to pick next month's?
Next month.
Yeah. Mr. Mel, what song do you want to hear us talk about? Or do you not listen to the podcast?
Anything
I
with,
want you
anything
guys
with
to play?
sax.
No, to talk about.
Oh,
For the next episode.
Let's say a song that we play that you really like that you want.
You know,
us
the
to talk
Mummers.
well, I like Piano Man. We don't have to play it much anymore. Yeah.
I'll do Piano Man.
We did not put him up to that.
Piano
just
Man.
So you know.
Featuring Ed.
Ed featuring your son on harmonica.
Right.
When he can
yeah.
find it in his bag.
I usually comes out with it pretty quick.
He done. Well, yeah. Pretty quick with the last minute.
It's when you say, what was it, Jungle Land, or what's the other one?
Thunder Road.
Thunder Road. That's what I'm like. And then one day I picked the wrong key,
Yes.
the harmonica. I was like, and Dominic was on the job. He goes, that was great. I totally wrecked the beginning. I had the wrong key, and I went, and I'm having this face like, uh-oh, and I put it down. He goes, that was great, Ed.
Before we do sign off, though,
Yes. So Piano Man's next month. We're gonna
Piano
play
Man's next month. I just want to tell, you folks that are listening, that the Fractals, we had their drummer on our last episode.
Yes.
Eric Johnson. The Fractals just released, I love this, a great new song called Christopher Walken.
And
It's
we're the
like,
guys that talk about a Christopher Walken song.
Exactly.
To download.
It's like the Fractals are
Kevin.
Eric Johnson,
Kevin
Jimmy
Hansen.
Stager,
Jim Stager and Kevin
Kevin
Hansen.
Hansen.
and Kevin Hansen.
Yeah.
Three guys that were in the band Huffamoose, and along with Craig Elkins. But you got to check this song out, folks. It's all over YouTube and all that stuff. It's called Christopher Walken, and I'll just give you the one catch line. It's like, you do the worst Christopher Walken.
Yes. Yeah.
You should do Brando or Pacino or something. I said, why don't you change that to Brando or Chiquino or something?
Oh, yes. Let's go. Somebody in the background.
So anyway, check it out, man. It's a fun song, but it's really good. Yeah,
Okay,
those-
next month you want to talk about it? We better see some ad money. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there you go.
Just kidding. No, they're great guys. 2 of them have played with us too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they're all our subs.
So is that your
We never
song?
used Jimmy
I'm
Statham.
actually playing with the 3 of them Wednesday night.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where?
Downtown.
Gab, you signed a
Yeah.
non-compete.
Well,
Wait a minute.
I
What
don't
are
go.
you? Who's the
I
band
don't
you play
go
with?
under John Gephardt.
Match
with that.
Machine?
No, he signed it. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
So that's his is non-compete. Mine's
Damn,
no
Gab,
compete.
I got the church thing.
Yeah. Well, it's a private thing.
So we got to get home and see. We got to
It's
go
at the-
home.
it's at UArts.
Kev thinks quick. It's private.
Yeah, it's a private thing.
So
At
are you
UArts.
really going to go home and watch Barkann Tanks tonight?
I am.
Oh man.
I'm going. So I'm counting. It's only the 6th inning, so I got time.
We got time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is that your song?
I
Songs
just wanted
that you'd
to
like us to
I
do.
just wanted to give a spot to Fractals.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You know, because like you're saying, 2 of the guys have fill in with us, and they're so good.
Yes.
Jimmy Staker never played with us.
I called him a couple times. He wasn't available.
No, I
He's
played
played
with
with me at
years
Eddie
ago.
V's, but
Oh, nice.
Well, the
Yeah.
Fractals need a horn section.
And he's Rob DeVito.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
watching
yeah.
videos like they could use a horn
Yeah.
section on this song.
Yeah.
So okay.
or a banjo.
Right.
You never know.
On the Fractal song?
He'll do a Steve
Yeah.
Martin act. It's pretty good.
Great.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Songs that you want us to do.
Oh.
I thought you said you wanted to go there, but you.
Oh, yeah, no, I do. And I want to do a song that I told these 2 guys I wanted to do months ago. It's called Let's Work Together.
No.
It's by, like, I'm a rock and roll guy, you know, Roxy Music, Brian Federer, Roxy Music. It was originally done by Wilbur Harrison, the guy that did Kansas City. Then Canned Heat did a version in the late 60s. Ferry did a version in the 80s. Was always a hit. Now we're going to bring it back and make it a hit.
Okay.
You
Was
heard
that
it
the
here,
one you sent a
folks.
YouTube video about like a year or so ago? Okay.
Let's work together.
Yeah.
It's got a big sax solo in it.
You heard it here
Ed-
first, folks.
Ed
listen to
could
it,
blow the female
Did you
sax
listen to
player
the
away.
version he sent?
No.
Very complicated
Did you-
horn chart. Just you know.
What,
I
that,
did.
that
when-
song?
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Is it in the text? Is that what? the one
No,
it
it's
sent?
something he sent like a year ago.
Oh.
I was like, it was a 4 a.m. Dennis Chiquino email.
I gotcha.
That's when I send emails.
I think that went into the bathroom. My bathroom box. Yeah.
I mean, it would never equal Sledgehammer. So, you know, I can understand why it went in.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Gab, what do you want to
Ed,
do?
give me the
I
Matt
wanna
Gallagher
do-
laugh.
I want to do high anxiety.
Oh my God.
Mel
It's-
Brooks, high
Mel Brooks.
anxiety.
Ah.
We were just talking about that this week.
Oh my God.
I'm going to write a horn arrangement. The whole
Is there horns in this song?
anxiety.
Hey,
Whenever
Anxiety.
you're near.
It's pretty cool. Cool. You guys saw Young Frankenstein on
Yeah.
Broadway too.
We saw the musical. That was what I said. Like that guy.
They had to break the song for applause
That's pretty cool.
because
when the
when he
monster
goes
first said that,
and
the crowd
the
went
place
berserk.
went nuts. They stopped. They had to stop.
Standing ovation for like 5 minutes.
But we were saying the best song in that whole entire show was "The Blind Man."
The Gene Hackman
when
role.
the monster
Yeah.
goes to the blind man house in Young Frankenstein,
Yeah. Yes.
and
I've
Gene
heard-
Hackman is that
blind
character
guy.
in the movie.
Soup,
He
hot
sings.
soup.
He sings this song called "Someone." Please send me someone. And he's like, it's all Al Jolson thing. He's down
he's
on
on
his
his
knees,
knees.
like going,
Oh, my
you know,
God.
saying to God. It was so
do you know
funny.
who played?
I don't know who it was on Broadway, but it was great.
In the, yeah, I don't know.
What's her name? Mulaney?
Megan Mulaney was
Megan
in it?
Mulaney was
Madeline.
Dr. Frank. Yeah, Madeline
Okay.
Kahn's
And then I know
character.
Sutton Foster was in it too. She's a favorite of mine.
Yes,
I know what part.
and the guy that played Dr. Frankenstein
yeah.
Frankenstein.
was he's been in movies. He was on TV shows. I can't remember his name, but
Yeah, you
he
know,
was really good.
As Gene Wilder played it like way over the top.
Yes.
This guy was understated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, like how can you
I like-
follow that?
I
It's
like
best
Wilder.
to just do your own.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just best to just do your own. Yeah.
Anyway,
Ed Mount.
I already asked for an In Excess song, but there's another one that when it goes, "Don't ask me dun, 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 what you
Oh,
know
that's
is
an
true,"
intriguing
and it has
choice.
that boom,
gonna
boom,
be a
boom,
hit
boom,
with our
dun,
crowd.
dun, dun,
Oh,
dun,
you're
dun.
gonna go
It would be a slow song
Oh.
that would break the setup, but it still has bite to it. It has this little guitar part that goes boom, 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 dun, 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 dun.
I have
It has a
another
sax
one.
thing.
Yes, go.
Yeah.
Dead Man's Party.
Oh, you're like,
that's a good
wait a minute, you're
song.
like
I'll go with
beating
that.
Ed Mount.
Like that.
Wait a
too.
minute. Boingo, boingo.
Yes.
Boingo, boingo.
Hey, yeah.
Who was the main guy?
Rodney.
Danny
Yes, it
Danny
was
Elfman.
Rodney.
Rodney. No, not
David Johansen.
not in the movie.
Mellon. His name was Mellon. Thornton Mellon.
I loved though when he was on stage.
Actually,
Shake it up, baby.
Because the guy was like, "Hey, you're tall and fat." "Oh yeah, you're short and ugly." Because the
Thornton
name of
Maloney.
his store was Tall
Wait,
and
I
Fat.
thought you were talking to the main guy of Boingo Boingo.
That's what I meant.
Yes.
Then
Danny
he
Elfman.
said Danny Rob. He did Rodney because it's in
Oh,
Back to
okay.
School.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Oh,
go ahead.
Yeah. Mr. Mount,
Yes.
is there a song that you would like to hear us play that you've never heard us play before?
I'm not
You
too
could
good
say-
with it.
That's okay. Yeah, you can say. You can say.
Dad,
Ed soloing on sax.
Strangers on the
No,
Shore,
no.
Ackerbilk.
Oh, that's a good one. I have your book, Strangers on the Shore.
Love
There
that
you go.
song.
Yeah, that's a great one.
What's
Great
another
song. Absolutely.
You like American Pie too, don't you, Dad? You like that
Yeah,
song
I like
because that's
that.
one you wanted to
We
do.
should do that.
Pie. Yeah. I like American Pie.
Wait a minute.
We do American Pie, but not that frequently.
We're down the shore this Sunday, right?
Yeah, do American Pie.
We're down the shore
We
this
open
Sunday.
up,
This
we
Sunday
open
coming
up
up, yeah.
our
This-
summer
this coming
schedule
Sunday.
on
Yeah.
Sunday at the
Oh, yeah, that's
Orr
right. I
House.
knew that. I knew that.
Yeah, but unfortunately, this podcast will be out after that.
Yeah. So
It's like Days of Future Past
Yeah.
or something.
I've been in a Billy Joel mood, which I'm a lot. So I'm gonna throw in. It's not horns on it, but "Off for Lena." I think.
Oh, that's a great song. I love that. That's yeah.
a good bar song.
Yeah, I don't know.
I actually have I have one
Yes,
this week.
Bruce
or this
Matt.
month. So I saw a very bad rendition of this, but I thought, oh, Chico's Vibe.
Made you think of us?
I thought Chico's Vibe could make this work. It was a band trying to do Queen's "Somebody to Love," replacing the choir with a horn section.
that's neat.
And they did a terrible job, but I thought Chico's Vibe could actually make this concept work better.
We
So-
could do a terrible version.
Yeah, why not?
We never did try our terrible version of Bohemian Rhapsody.
No. Just
We did that.
bits
Don't
and
Stop Me
pieces
Now.
everywhere.
You guys ever
sang
try?
it.
You ever
We never-
try that?
Never tried it.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Rhapsody. No.
That requires rehearsal.
Yeah, the
we
carport
don't
wasn't
have
available.
Kevy's mother's.
I don't have that garage.
The garage
Yes, yeah.
That was a great place to rehearse. It was.
Well, I love when she would check
Gotta
in
buy the
too. I
back.
felt like a teenager again. You guys okay? You need any hot cocoa? You guys all right?
I brought some milk and cookies.
Coco.
But I think that gets us to the
All right.
close
Good podcast.
Yes.
Good podcast. Thank you,
of
Michael
episode
Barkann.
19 of the Chico's Vibecast, the Ed Mount Sports Spectacular.
I just want to say, hey, Dad, I love you, Dad.
Next month. Next month, Reggie White.
I had that as a question, but I took it off. Minister of Defense.
Oh yeah.
I was impressed you got all 5 sports for the.
Yeah.
That means we have a good friendship. That they know.
Yes.
I was surprised you knew who Hospodar was.
Well, he was at a wedding we played, and I went over and I was talking to him, and he handed me a business card, and I think it said Boxcar Eddie or something on
Yeah,
it.
that was his nickname.
So whenever that one happened, I immediately texted my father. I met so and so, and he'd be like, "Oh my God, you have no idea who that was, do you?"